Hey everybody, it's me Skelton with another vlog chat for you. Oh yes, today is the last Sunday of Christmas. Oh no. And it gets kind of depressing this time of year because then you take down the tree and the bills come in. Oh, I really had to buy that? Oh no, that person really didn't need that Christmas present. Yeah, I don't think they were that deserving of that kind of money, you know. But we are the last day of Christmas, so I want to do another Sunday sermon for you. And this one is about spiritual warfare. Now, a lot of people, a lot of Christians even don't believe in spiritual warfare. They think, oh, that's something that happened way back in the Bible days. But spiritual warfare is a very real thing, and I will tell you that it is getting worse. The hatred of Christians, the demons that were in hiding for eons are coming out of the woodwork, attacking Christians, attacking those in the spirit. So here's a few ways to recognize spiritual warfare. Now, granted, some of these things could be physiological, they could be emotional, but if you are feeling tired and worn down, you don't know why, if you're feeling like you're really struggling, if you're depressed, anxious, if you're having dreams where you're fighting demons especially, you might be under the presence of spiritual warfare. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but all around us there are principalities of darkness and light. Actually, principalities of darkness, but there's also light. God's light around us, but there's also the darkness of Satan, because right now the world belongs to him, to the devil, and of course God's going to take it back. But when you go out in the world, when you're out and about around other people, you may not realize this, but some people are on your side and some people are fighting against you, because the people don't realize that they are picking sides, especially now as we are coming into the last days. And I have noticed myself things getting worse. People are being rude to me for no reason. Now, I do live in the city, but even here in the city, most people are friendly. But what I'm noticing lately is some people give me dirty looks in public for no reason at all. Now, I realize I'm no oil painting, but I'm not like 600 pounds morbidly obese. I try to dress nice when I go out. I try to smell nice. Why are people giving me dirty looks? And I notice other people are smiling at me and seem inherently friendly. Well, what I think I'm witnessing, folks, is spiritual warfare on the horizon. Yes, the other day I was at the train station last week I was at the train station picking up my sister who came in to town, and I noticed I walked into where all the people were sitting in the train station, and this one guy, I think he was sitting with his wife or girlfriend, he just looked at me like, like not even a dirty look, but just, I don't know, who are you? Who are you? What are you doing here? Kind of look. Or just sort of an inquisitive look, or, kind of a look, but not a friendly look, not a friendly look. I do have to admit that sometimes, I have trouble reading facial expressions, but I'm a lot better at facial expressions than I am body language. So I can still tell if someone has a frown upside down. Or the other way. So I notice that people are giving me dirty looks, and what I do is, in my very southern manner, I just wave back to them and say, "Hey, hey, hey," and I just think nasty thoughts about them in my head. No, just kidding. I try to rebuke them, but that's what we do in the South. That's how we treat people. We try to treat them nice, But I don't understand why people are becoming a little bit more aggressive at me. People are seem to be going one way or the other. They're getting nicer or they're getting meaner. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that we are seeing the goats and the sheep. And the goats, I believe, are the nasty folks, and the sheep are Jesus. Jesus's people, followers of Christ. I hope I got that right. If I don't, just switch them over, okay? My brain is not functioning too well today. But anyway, so what we're seeing is the wheats and the tares, or the whatever, I'll have to get my Bible out soon, but we're seeing the separation, and it's getting more pronounced because look how divided we are, folks, politically today. It is just awful. We are more divided today than we were in 1861. And so People are just becoming more nasty, more vicious. You know, you can't even go to Popeyes, I read in the news that some lady beat up someone just because they wished her a Merry Christmas, and she did it because she was tired of hearing Merry Christmas, and her Christmas wasn't going very well. Well, okay, then have a lousy Christmas, but don't beat up someone for saying Merry Christmas. So, folks, this is not normal. I know we've always had violence since the beginning of time, but the way people are acting now today is not normal. We're seeing the spiritual warfare increasing, and the hatred against Christians is increasing. So what can you do for spiritual warfare? Well, every time you go into a public place or you're around people, put on your shield of armor, your shield of protection. Say, Lord, please protect me. Put your bubble of protection around me. Put angels around me. That's what you must do. You must pray over your dominion where you live. So pray over your city, your town, your house, your country. Pray over it all, because remember that when we go into different places, I can feel it. I can feel it. When I'm in a different part of town, it feels completely different spiritually than when I'm in another part of Richmond. I can go into the one part of Richmond that's this very nice, upper middle class area, and everyone's very friendly and very cordial. And then another part of Richmond where people are just, a little bit unsavory and. Now, of course, it is not disparaging people of different backgrounds. It's just that you get different vibes from different places. And these vibes that the New Age people call it, that's spiritual warfare, actually. That's spiritual warfare because we are dealing with the Spirit. I do have some good news today. I made it to church. I made it to First Baptist. A word to the wise, if you do go to First Baptist and have to go leave to use the restroom, good luck in getting back into church because the usher, and bless their hearts, I know they have to do this because they're on TV, but today I had to go use the restroom, and because they were in the middle of communion, they gave me my communion out in the hallway. I had to take my communion out in the hall. That's okay. They said, okay, here you go. And they gave me a wafer and a cup of grape juice, but that's okay. And then they let me back in. But some churches are like that. I also noticed at First Baptist they had an armed security guard. Oh no, I guess they're preparing for who knows? But actually, that made me feel a little better. I hope some other people. I hope the pastor's packing some heat too, because you just never know these days who's going to walk in and start shooting away. And I hate to make light of that. I do, but in today's world, you just have to have a sense of humor. You have to just be prepared, though. You just have to be prepared for anything. But I'm so glad I got to go to First Baptist. Now I do pick up a very good spiritual element there. I also go to the Episcopal Church, which is not as clean, I don't think. And I've tried other churches. I don't know what to do. But anyway, I just want to touch today on spiritual warfare. It is a real thing, folks. And remember that hatred against Christians is increasing. You're going to feel persecuted. People are going to look at you funny. They're going to treat you nasty, and you may not even know why. Why did the waiter give me a nasty look? Why did the waiter throw coffee down on the floor? Why did that clerk throw change at me? And the answer, folks, is that the demons are working on people, and if you're a Christian, the non-Christians and the Christians are coming to a collision with each other, a spiritual collision, so to speak, and everything is out in the open. All these things that have been hidden for a long time are coming out. So be prepared, read your Bible, put on your shield of armor, and just letting you know that yes, there is spiritual warfare, and it is a real thing indeed. Now, not everything is spiritual warfare. If you have a flu or a cold, it doesn't mean it's a demon, but sometimes it can be. Sometimes viruses can be demonic, but spiritual warfare is a very real thing. So that is my sermon for today, folks. Hope you all enjoyed it. Go to my website at meadskeltonsplace.com. Bye.